And that should be us. I think we're all set. So, um, excellent. Well, welcome to your practice and welcome to your Monday. So we'll get started. So let's start. We're going to start seated. So feel free to bring in whatever you want underneath your lower body. And also with the props today, just the usual bits, really. A brick or two if you've got a brick or a block, and anything you want to sit on is all good. So I'll come and join you here. We've got a little bit of work to do around the shoulders, a bit of back strengthening work to do today. So a bit of opening and a bit of shoulder stuff. All good. All right. So let's let yourself get comfortable. So you're finding the points of connection underneath the lower body. And you're very welcome to take that full in-breath all the way in, allowing the body this sense of expanse as you inhale. And you can gently sigh out the breath. And again, that full in-breath. And that gentle sigh. And you're very welcome just to roll the shoulders, just get any little creases out the shoulders. And as you land on your mat this morning, just noticing the sense of touch, just finding where the body is meeting the earth. And as you slowly deepen the breath, maybe noticing where you feel the breath in the body or through the nose, or maybe placing a hand on the chest or the belly or both. And allowing yourself just to notice where the breath is moving. And as you deepen the breath, you might connect a little more closely to your sense of smell. And perhaps noticing the sense of taste in your mouth. And sliding your awareness around to your ears and being aware of your sense of sound. And then sight. And then also your sense of space, your sense of awareness, how you are in this space. So keeping your breath moving, and you might just want to bring a little more conscious control to the breath. I invite you now just to gently drop your chin down, and then rolling the right ear towards the right shoulder and feel heavy through the left shoulder. And then drop the chin down. And then rolling left ear to left shoulder and feel heavy through the right. Let's do that once more each side. So dropping the chin down and let the ear move. And you drop the chin down for the fourth time. Just start to bring the head back up to center. And once again, you can just roll the shoulders a little. And we'll take the fingers, link the fingers, turn the palms away. Inhale, taking a big stretch up through the body. And just give yourself what you need. Maybe a yawn. Sorry if I set you off. Little stretches from side to side. Maybe a rounding of the back. See how that feels in your body. Coming all the way back up to center. And then from here, we'll turn to the right, little spiral round the midline. Exhaling. The inhale comes back to center. And then moving with your breath, exhale to your left. Let's go once more each side. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale back to center. And then around the midline, exhale all the way around. Inhale, come all the way back up. And then from here, we'll take the arms around behind us this time. So feel free to link the fingers behind you. Shoulder blades can roll together on the back and just take a little lift through the chest. If you want to just roll, I quite like rolling from side to side. The inner edges of your shoulder blades gently move towards each other. And then when you're ready, come back to center. So just one more thing to do here. So from here, let's take the arms to shoulder height on the inhale. And as you exhale, bringing the arms in front, and we'll take Garudasana arms. So take the right arm on top of the left, weaving the arms around. And so either, you've got that version where you can hang off the thumb, or you can take fingers to palm. Or if that doesn't work, send the right arm to the left, into the crook of the left elbow. And the main thing here is you're allowing that space between the shoulder blades to expand slightly. So the in-breath can lift the elbows a little. Maybe the out-breath sends the forearms forward. Great. Okay, let's release the arms from here. Inhale, take the arms wide. And then exhale, other arm. So just one breath at a time. Feel your way through this. Another breath. And exhale fully. Let's reach the arms wide with the inhale. And then lower the arms down. Just feel free to roll the shoulders or give the arms like a little shake out. All right, so take your time. Let's find our way over to the hands and knees when you're ready. We've got a little bit to do with like low lunges and things today, putting the back knee down. So if you want to have your blanket, if you need it, if you want to have that all ready and laid out and it can be there for you, then I go ahead. Okay, so here we have hands under shoulders, knees under the hips, and with the in-breath, rolling the heart forward as you arch the spine, and with the out-breath, let's round the back, pressing the back of the heart towards the sky. Inhale, roll the heart forward, keeping a little micro bend to your elbows. And with the exhale, let's dome the back. Inhale, float the heart forward. One more of these, doming the back on the exhale. Keeping the jawbone nice and soft. Inhale, lifting the heart. And now this time, exhale, downward facing dog, lift the hips high. So you can let one knee bend there, other leg can lengthen. And then inhale, rising up to the balls of the feet. Exhale, the other knee bends, the other leg lengthens. Great, let's just do it twice more. So inhale, balls of feet. Exhale, bend one knee. Just feeling our way through. So from here, let's gently walk the feet towards the hands. So you can just take a stroll forward, taking as many steps as you like. And when you find your way towards the front of your mat, we'll keep the toes pointing straight ahead. Little softness to the knees. Inhale, lengthen your spine, send the heart forward. And exhale, folding in. Once again, inhale, lengthen your spine, send the heart forward. And exhale, folding in, inviting the navel towards the spine. Inhale again, we lengthen. This time as you exhale, hands come onto the waist or the hips. Inhale, press into your roots to come all the way up to stand. And then from here, just releasing the arms. Here we are, Samasthiti. Nice, so you've really found the soles of the feet. And as you know, either feet hip width apart or toes, or feet together, I should say, just make sure your toes are pointing straight ahead. Just notice how it feels to be standing in awareness, really finding the feet, the legs, the stability of your pelvis, and then the length and the space of your spine. So with the next inhale, let's take the arms up, breathing the arms up, stretching the body from pole to pole, and with the exhale, folding forward. So bend the knees as much as you like, and let your neck go. Inhale, lengthening through your spine to send the gaze forward. And with the exhale, bend the knees, left foot stepping back, and we'll lower the left knee down. Inhale, press into the front foot, breathing the arms up, lift the heart, lift the gaze. And with the exhale, great, hands to your mat. And then come on out, hands and knees, full exhale. Inhale to lift the chest. And exhale, downward facing dog. Smooth inhale just right here. And a smooth exhale right here. Let's just find a plank, okay? We won't go any further into chaturanga, but let's hold that plank, bringing the weight forward. You can have your knees up or down, okay? You decide. One more full inhale just here. And then with the exhale, let's press back into your downward dog. So next inhale can pick up the right foot. Exhale, step the right foot towards the hands or between the hands. Give it a little nudge as much as you like, okay? And then let's come on up into the high lunge. Yeah, so you've really found the legs. Little bend to the back knee. Tailbone can lengthen down slightly. And the in-breath can then take the arms up. Exhale, helping us to find the stability of the legs. Great. Another deep inhale here. And then from here, we're going to lower to the back knee. So I'm going to wriggle my front foot forward a little and then lower the back knee down slowly. Another deep in breath right here. And then from here, please, let's take right arm on top of left. Garudasana arms, or send the right arm to the left into the crook of the elbow. Inhale, you can lift the elbows. Exhale, maybe sinking the pelvis as you send the forearms forward. Great, another deep in breath. And exhale, release the arms wide. Bring the hands down into the mat. And we'll find our way to the hands and knees. Exhale. Inhale to lift the chest. And exhale, downward facing dog. Just finding that movement. Finding your way in. Second side, inhale, left leg lifts. Exhale, stepping it through. Give it a little nudge if you like. Inhale, high lunge to start. Taking the arms up. And exhale, great. Just keeping that stability in the legs. Another deep inhale can just gently lift the heart. And with the exhale, lower gently onto that right knee. Left arm on top of right. Inhale, weave the arms. Lift the elbows with the in-breath. Great. With the out-breath, perhaps you're sending the forearms forward. Perhaps not. Inhaling here. Breathing into that space between your shoulder blades. Exhale fully. Inhale, reaching arms wide. And with the exhale, bring the hands down to the earth. And we'll find a way out of hands and knees. Inhale, lift the chest. And exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, let's come forward to plank, okay? So inhale, find that plank. Exhale, lower your knees down. Now inhale from here, just be right where you are. And with the exhale, come into this kind of cobra up dog shape, okay? So just allow your pelvis to drop and you're lifting through the front body. You can either point the toes or keep them tucked, okay? Inhale here fully. And then exhale, curl back, child's pose. Inhale, hands and knees. Exhale, downward dog. The in-breath can pick up your right foot. Exhale, stepping it through. Back knee goes down. Inhale, breathing on up with the arms. Lift the heart, lift the gaze. Great. Exhale, hands to your mat. Back foot stepping forward, folding in over the legs, exhaling. Inhale, press into the feet, come all the way up. And folding forward straight away. Exhale, all the way down. Inhale, lengthening through your spine, sending the gaze forward. Exhale, bend the knees, right foot stepping back. Gently coming off that right knee. Inhale, breathing the arms up. Exhale, hands to your mat, hands and knees. Inhale, lift the chest. Exhale, either downward dog or child's pose. See how you feel. Take a full inhale right here. And a full exhale. Another deep in breath. And with the exhale, let's take the right foot forward and lower down onto the back knee. Okay, so give yourself lots of time here. Now, as you come into the shape, let's take the fingers around behind us. Interlace the fingers. If that doesn't work, bring the hands onto the lower back or the back of the pelvis and let the elbows draw behind you. So what you're aiming to do here is get the shoulder blades moving towards each other on the back of the body, okay? And open the chest. The in-breath can invite that heart to open. The exhale might invite the pelvis to drop slightly. Another breath right here. Pressing deep into that front foot. Exhale from here. Let's release the hands and we'll take the arms up. Inhale. With the exhale, turning to your right into that little spiral. Let's take that twice more. Inhale, back to center. Exhale to your right. Inhale, back to center. Turning to your right, exhale. Great. Inhale, back to center. And then from here, exhale, hands to the earth. Bring that leg out. Come to the hands and knees. Inhale, roll the heart forward. And exhale, downward facing dog. Second side. Inhale, taking the left leg up. Exhale, stepping it through. Back knee comes down. Nice. So just building the posture here, getting the stability of your back leg. Toes can be tucked or released. Find the comfort for your arms. Inner edges of your shoulder blades moving towards each other. The inhale really expanding through the front. The exhale can invite your pelvis to sink. Great. Inhale here. Exhale completely to release the arms. Inhale, arms up. And now turning to your left. Exhale. Twice more. Inhale. To your left. Exhale. Inhale back to center. And then exhale, bring the hands down to the earth. And then come on back to the hands and knees. Exhale. Inhale, lift the heart. Exhale, maybe it's child's pose or downward dog, lifting the hips high. Let's find that plank. Inhale, roll to plank. Exhale, lower your knees. Inhale, let's start to drop the hips. Roll the heart forward. And exhale, come on back. Child's pose. We'll go through it twice more. So doing it on the in-breath, rocking forward. Inhale, pelvis drops, thighs drop. Lift the heart. And exhale, we'll curl back. One more. Inhale. Moving through the spine, through the body. Exhale. Inhale, hands and knees. Downward facing dog. Exhale. In-breath and pick up the left foot. Exhale, stepping it through. Back knee goes down. Inhale, coming on up into your lunge. Exhale, bring the hands to the earth. Back foot stepping forward. And fold in over your legs. Bend the knees as much as you wish. Inhale, press deep into your roots. Come all the way up. If you want to add in a tiny back bend, go ahead. Lifting up the chest. And exhale, stay standing. Bring the hands down to your prayer pose. All the way down. Let's take a pause. One complete inhale. One complete exhale. Releasing the arms, and with the in-breath, breathing the arms up. Exhale to fold. Inhale to lengthen. Exhale, this time bend the knees, and we'll step back one foot and then the other into downward facing dog. This might be a good moment if you're like me and using a blanket. You might want to just remove that blanket. Inhale, we'll come to plank, high plank. And with the exhale, knees, chest, chin, or chaturanga, all the way to the front body. Here we are. So we'll release the arms, preparing now for locust. So really find that support in the front of the body, where the pelvis, the belly is touching the earth. Now with the inhale, start to lift. So fall into your pelvis. Shoulder blades move together on the back and we lift up. That's an inhale. And with the exhale, let's lower. Release the posture. And you can turn the head to the right. 3 more times. Inhale. Exhale, we release. Inhale, we lift. Exhale to lower. Inhale to lift. Exhale to lower. Inhale. Prepare the arms for cobra. Lifting up. And with the exhale, curl back, child's pose. So you might want to stay there for a breath or two. Or you might prefer to come to hands and knees, inhaling and exhaling. Downward facing dog. Find your breath. And observing where has your mind moved to, if it has moved. And if you find yourself becoming distracted, see how it feels to come through your anchors again. Maybe it's your breath is your anchor. Maybe it's one of your senses or a couple of your senses. So this time we'll take the right leg up on the inhale. And as you exhale, let's step it outside the right hand. So it's gone quite wide. You might want to whip that blanket back under the back knee and we'll lower the back knee down. Just give yourself a moment. Feel free just to sway around a little bit. Just accessing your way into the hips. Now you might want to have a brick nearby. We're going to I'm going to invite you to come forward onto the forearms. So some folks quite like bringing the floor a little closer, myself included, but I'm being lazy and my brick's over there, so I'm just going to leave it. But here you go. You might be on the forearms and elbows, or in a brick, or you might have the hands on the mat instead. I'm going to stay on my hands. So we'll go through this little cat-cow action with the body, but we'll keep the legs where they are. Okay. So with this action, drop your pelvis and send the chest forward. That's an inhale. And with the exhale, tailbone moves under and we round the back like cat pose. Inhale twice more, send the chest forward. And exhale, we round. Inhale, keeping a softness to the face, softness to the jawbone. And exhale, so just mobilizing into the body. Now, if you're on the forearms, just join us back on the palms of the hands. And just feel free just to circle out the wrists. We'll be on the hands just for a moment longer. So you're welcome to circle the wrists. From here, we'll take the right hand, trace it forward, inhale, and exhale into this kind of open spiral right here. Now you're welcome to wrap the arm behind your back. You might want to keep reaching the arm towards the back of the space. So maybe the palm is turned up to face the sky. Just another inhale right here. Great. And then from here, exhale, unwind, and then find your way out. So for you, that might mean you're coming to the hands and knees. Maybe it means you're going to a downward facing dog. If you'd like to take a vinyasa, you can inhale to plank. Exhale, knees up or down, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog or cobra. And exhale, come on back to downward facing dog. Find your breath. Second side. Inhale, left leg lift. Exhale, stepping it outside of the left hand. Back knee goes down. So find your way in. Some movement here. So if you want to come to forearms and elbows, go ahead and bring the floor closer if you like. If you're prefer to stay on the hands, then go ahead, yeah. Okay, so 3 times. You inhale, pelvis drops, send the heart forward. Exhale, tailbone moves under, round the back. It can be a very minimal movement. Twice more. Coming back to a neutral spine when you're ready. If you've been on the forearms, come back up onto the hands. If you've been on your hands for a while, you might want to circle out that right wrist. Okay, let's find a connection into the right hand. Inhale, start to breathe the left hand forward. Exhale, finding that openness. Breathing here. You can put a little bit of a lean back into this. Yeah. One more inhale. And exhale. Let's unwind. Find your way out. Hands and knees. Inhale, lifting the heart. Exhale, dome the back. Inhale, lift the heart. Exhale, hips high, downward facing dog. So remember, take some time in child's pose if you like. Or if you want to, you can take a plank. Inhale. Exhale, knees, chest, chin, or chaturanga. Inhale to a cobra or upward facing dog. Shoulders roll back and down. And exhale, come on back. Downward facing dog, hips high. On the next exhale, bend the knees to look forward. We'll step or stroll or jump towards the hands. Inhale, lengthen your spine to look forward. Exhale, folding in, Uttanasana. Inhale, press into the feet. Come all the way up. And remain standing as you exhale. Bring the hands down through prayer pose. Pausing right here. You're very welcome to place the hands onto the body if you wish. Just coming back to that stability of the anchor. The ebb and the flow of each breath. Take the time, we can really see arms from here. Superb. So let's take a step out. So we'll face the long edge of the mat. And let's first of all, we'll start with the legs ready for warrior two. Okay, so if you want to have the feet reasonably wide, go ahead. Okay, brilliant. So we'll turn the right toes out, left toes in slightly. Find the stability. Maybe actually, let's lift the toes, spread them wide. Release them down and just notice where you're placing the weight in the feet. So with your next in breath, we'll take the arms up. And with the out breath, landing in warrior two, exhale. Feel free to adjust your feet a little bit, yeah. Twice more. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, pressing the earth away, lengthening through that leg. Exhale, landing in warrior two. Let's just take 2 breaths right here. Just see how it feels in your shoulders. Another deep inhale. And let's exhale, straighten through the right leg. Bring the hands to the hips. We'll just wriggle the left foot in a little bit for Trikonasana, okay? Just shorten your distance between your feet. And from here, sliding left hand down left leg. Reach up and out your right side as you exhale, reaching out and over that leg. Nice. So the hand can rest wherever you want. Maybe it's on a brick, maybe it's on the shin or the ankle. Here we are, reaching up. Lovely. Allowing your tailbone just to gently move in, pressing down into each foot. Maybe see how it feels to reach the arm for today a little bit more overhead. The next in-breath can roll those top ribs a little more towards the sky. And then with the exhale, let's come out, okay? Press into the feet, come out on the exhale, a little bit different. Toes forward, and then lower the arms. Roll the shoulders. Okay, so we'll wriggle the feet a little wider, the second side. Left toes turning out. Warrior two dynamically on the second side. Inhale. Exhale, we land. Twice more. Inhale. Breathing here, full inhale, full exhale. Maybe see how it feels to turn the palms and the inner elbows up towards the sky. Just see how it feels like your shoulder blades just gently rest on the back. Straighten through the leg here. Bring the hands to the hips and let's wriggle the right foot in a little. For Trikonasana. Nice, so find the stability and with the in-breath, reaching left arm up. And with the out-breath, extending over that leg, so reaching out and over. I think you will know that you can always micro bend the knee, of course, to avoid locking it. Tailbone moving under. Just notice how the support, where it can all happen in the lower body. You've got your feet and your legs, yeah. Pelvis, tailbone moving in. And then seeing how it feels to just invite the navel towards the spine on the exhale. Keeping this whole space very, very strong, very held. Maybe see how it feels to take the top arm over. Roll the top ribs towards the ceiling. One more deep in breath. Moving on your exhale, let's come out. Find the toes and lower the arms. Let's take a pause and bring the hands together to prayer pose. We'll just have a little qigong moment. So this is one where it's a bit like parting the clouds. Okay. So here we'll start. And I like to put a little softness to my knees. You can bring the feet a little bit closer if you want to, okay? And then from here, it's like you're parting the clouds, yeah? So as you inhale, you can straighten the legs, and it's like you part the clouds. And as you exhale, bring the hands back in, tailbone moves under, and you have to kind of round the back. I'll just do it side on for a sec. So let's go 4 more. Inhale. This time, part the clouds. Inhale. Exhale, we'll keep the arms moving behind us, linking the fingers. Inhale, shoulders roll back and lift the heart. If that doesn't feel so great for your shoulders or arms, catch hold of the forearms or the wrists, okay? And with the exhale, we'll come forward. So keeping the inner edge of the shoulder blades moving together. Feel free to put a little bend to your knees and breathe. One more breath. And let's keep ourselves forward. Release the arms, bring the hands down to the earth. Inhale, lengthen your spine, sending the heart forward. And then we'll walk the hands towards the front of the mat. Just keep yourself moving. Hands all the way around. And we'll find our way out. Downward facing dog. Great. Option to Vinyasa. Inhale to a plank. Exhale, knees up or down, chaturanga. Inhale, cobra or upward facing. And exhale, come on back. Downward facing dog or to a little child's pose. See how you feel. So take the time. Let's come on up to the hands and knees. I'm going to bring my blanket back under my shins. Okay. We'll be on the knees for a little while. Oh, and maybe a block that you might want to let your head rest onto. So we're going to do a little sequence that involves that threading of the needle, okay? But we'll just do the first one slowly together, and then we'll repeat it 4 times, okay? Just checking our time. Right, we'll do it right. So if you might find you don't need that, but I tend to use it. Okay. So you're from the hands and knees, all right? Now with the inhale, turn to your right and reach up with the right arm. That's an in breath. And then exhale, come into threading of the needle, weave it through. I will stay here for a breath. On that breath, can't get comfy, right? On that breath, we'll take the left arm up. You have to kind of press into the arm that's on the floor. Exhale, bring the left hand down. Inhale, open around again to the right. Reach up with the right arm. Start in place. And then with the exhale, let's weave it through. Inhale, left arm reaches up. Exhale, back to the earth. Inhale, open to your right. Exhale, weave it through. Inhale, reaching up with your left arm. Exhale to the earth. Inhale, come on out. One more. Exhale, weave it through the left. Inhale, reaching up. Exhale, left hand down. Inhale, unwinding, open to the right. And exhale. Bring the hand down. Okay. So let's do the left side now. So from the hands and knees. Inhale, left arm reaching up. Exhale, weaving it through. So you've got to kind of press into the hand of the arm that's on the floor. Inhale, reaching up. It doesn't matter, you don't have to rotate too far. Exhale, right hand down. Inhale, open to the left. Okay, 4 more. Exhale. Inhale, or you can wrap. Exhale down. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, reach your wrap. Exhale down. Inhale, open. Okay, 1 more. Exhale. Next time you come out on the in-breath, reach to your left. And exhale, return the hand down. Inhale to lift the chest. Exhale to round about. Inhale to lift the chest. And exhale, downward facing dog or child's pose, you decide. If you've been using the blanket, you might want to remove that blanket again. We're going to prepare for broken wing, okay? So I'm going to keep my block nearby because I like a block for my head. So when you're ready, you can come to high plank or knees can be down yet. See how it feels for a moment to press back through your heels, okay? But then send the chest forward. Tailbone moving in. 1 more inhale. And then with the exhale, let's lower to the belly all the way down. Okay, so we'll start with the right arm first. So maybe using your cushion or your block for your head. Right arm reaching out along the floor. Rolling onto your right side. Oh, one thing I like to do, I like to turn the arm. So the thumb points towards the mat or the floor. And then it keeps pointing around to the back. So you're then on the back of the right hand. And then roll onto the right side. So you guys are really used to this posture. So just find whatever works for your legs today. Maybe you're wrapping the left arm behind your back. Maybe you're reaching it towards the ceiling. Another version you can do is you can slide the right hand down slightly, link the fingers, and then see how it feels to gently move the shoulder blades together. I need to adjust my neck a lot when I do this. 3 more breaths. Okay, when you're ready, let's release it nice and slowly. Let's take a moment on the front of the body. Okay, ready for the second side. All right. So we'll reach out with the left arm. Turn it if you want to, and then we'll roll onto the left side. Whatever works for your legs. See what works for your arms. And we breathe. Just another 2 breaths. When you're ready, let's release that. Come onto the front body, nice and slowly. You can just pause here for a moment, maybe rocking around slightly. Okay, bring the hands on the shoulders. Let's rock up, hands and knees, and then curl back to your child's pose. So let's move through 3 rounds of Chakrapakasana or cat-cow. We'll start in the child's pose and then go back to child's pose. You've got the option if you want to do that slightly bigger movement by dropping the hips, if that's okay for your lower back, all right? If it's not okay for your lower back, take more of this regular version, okay, where you don't drop the hips. See how you feel. But I'd like to invite you to join me in the on the exhale, okay? Or just a lovely long sigh or something, yeah. So let's go. 3 times. Inhale, rock up and through. I'm going to drop my hips today because my hip flexors kind of need it. We lift the heart on that in breath. Inhale. Soften to the elbows, heart open. Just take a pause right here, and then when you're ready, or if you want to, you can always take a plank, a chaturanga, or an up dog, or cobra, and down dog. Or you might just be really happy being here. When you're ready, either from downward dog, you can step to sitting, okay? Or you from kneeling, you can just let yourself come and sit down. And we'll come to lie down from here, but as you do that, you might want to have something to put under your head. And you may want to have just a little, like a block or a bolster or some cushions or something, right? We're going to do like a one-legged twist. So I sometimes need something, but you might not. Okay. All right, so on the back of the body, we can extend the right leg long and then just gently hug the left knee in. So I'm going to have my prop just sitting by my right side. And listen, it doesn't matter if the knee, when the leg comes over, it doesn't have to touch the floor or touch the prop. It could just mainly that kind of crossing over action. What I'd like to suggest here is just to move the hips a little bit to the left. And the arms can be out on the floor, maybe palms down or palms up. Or perhaps they're in more of this cactus shape. I might go for that today. So here we are, got your left leg bent. And inhale where you are. And with the exhale, you're going to take that leg across the body. Just let it go where it goes. See if you can feel heavy through that left shoulder blade. Inhale, come back to center. So you're just kind of rocking on the mat, yeah? As you exhale, take it across. Inhale, back to center. And then take it across on the exhale. So this is where you might find you want to land your leg on a prop. Right, you need more height today. There we go. All right, let's get yourself settled. And then if your left shoulder feels okay, what I'd like to suggest here is to lower your left arm by your side body. And with the inhale, sweep the arm either out to the side or you can bend the elbow and waft the arm so it reaches over your head. So it's just sweeping out to the side. And the exhale lowers the arm down. And again, inhale. So just coming into that shoulder joint. Left arm floats up. And exhale. Waft it down. Maybe one more. Inhale. And just stay right here. Exhale. And just feel the back of that left shoulder blade drop. Another deep in breath. And then with the exhale, let's move back to center. Lowering the arms. Just give yourself an adjustment here. I'm going to move a little bit away from my wall. And I'll move the prop. Okay, let's give the knees a little hug first. Then extending the left leg long. Inhale where you are. And then exhale the leg across the body. Right leg down. Inhale back to center. Exhale, it crosses the body. Inhale. And exhale. And then landing right there. Make any little adjustments you need to do. And we'll reach the right arm up. See how it feels in your shoulder. And then exhale, it can sweep down to your thumb. Inhale, sweep it up. And exhale. So it can be pretty relaxed. I like sort of imagining my arm is like a bit of seaweed and water. And it's just floating out and out, like it's sweeping the floor. Lots to sweep on this floor, I tell you. Okay. I've lost count now because I was thinking about sweeping the floor. I'm so sorry. Okay, that's probably the third one. Inhale where you are. Let's just take a pause. Exhale, softening into the back of the right shoulder blade. Inhale where you are. And then when you're ready, exhale back to center. Let's readjust ourselves in the middle. Gently hug the knees in. And a nice little roll around from side. So give yourself what you need. You might want to just take more knee hugging. Maybe you want to lengthen the legs up. But when you're ready, we'll just move into Shavasana from here. Lying on the back of the body, perhaps. Or perhaps lying on your side. It will be a slightly short Shavasana because I want to get do a tiny bit of breath work at the end. Just softening the back of the body to the earth. Jawbone relaxed. And just having that sense that you're held by the earth. Slowly deepening the breath. And just as you allow yourself to resurface a little, I'm going to share this poem with you. This is by Dana Folds. It's called Walk Slowly. It only takes a reminder to breathe, a moment to be still. And just like that, something in me settles, softens, makes space for imperfection. The harsh voice of judgment drops to a whisper. And I remember again that life isn't a relay race, that we will all cross the finish line, that waking up to life is what we were born for. As many times as I forget, I catch myself charging forward without even knowing where I'm going. That many times I can make the choice to stop, to breathe and be, and walk slowly into the mystery. So feel free here just to take some movements, fingers, toes. You can rock your head a little from side to side. Have a big stretch, then you can find your way back to sitting when you're ready. So we'll just take a few rounds of caring breath just to set our week off on a caring note. So we'll be starting with the right arm. Turn the right palm to face up. And with the in-breath, raising the arm to about a diagonal line. You can look at the hand if you like. Exhale, take it across your body like a hug. Inhale, reach the hand away. And exhale, lower the hand. Inhale, left arm. Exhale, bring it across. Inhale, take it away. And exhale, reload. Once more each side. Inhale. Like you're bringing the care from the love of the world into you. And then as you inhale, you can send your care outwards. And exhale to lower. Inhale, left arm. Gathering in the care. Inhale and send it out. And exhale, reload. Pause. And bring the hands together. And let's just take one together to seal the practice. Exhale fully. Inhale. And knowing as you move into your week and into your day, knowing you have all these resources, these internal anchors that you can draw on whenever you need to help cultivate presence. So we can be clearer and more present with the world around us, the people around us. Thank you so much. Namaste.
Thanks, Nadine. That was beautiful.
Thank you so much.